Welcome to another Sunday evening Paint and Chat. I am once again joined by the CGN crew, and we have all just determined that I am the Contrarian, which officially changes my nickname from Little Aaron to Contrarian, which makes me very, very
Contrarian.
happy. I would much rather be the Contrarian than the Little Aaron. Of course, I am joined by Sean, Big Aaron, and Josh. And
Hello.
Tonight, we are going to be working on a whole bunch of stuff. For me, it's going to be a bunch of experimentation that I will talk about here in a minute. Aaron, what are you up to?
I'm working on building some guard. I have to take a break from the Necron, so I'm just building a whole bunch of guard.
Fantastic. Sean?
Now that I've cleaned my glasses, I'm going to build a bunch of bases.
And Josh?
I completely forgot we actually have to work on something.
Oh,
I had too much time arguing with you about me being correct and you being a contrarian.
So you're sitting this one out.
No, I'm just sitting here, right? I mean, I can probably go grab
why don't you work? Why don't
sitting
you,
it in?
why don't you continue to work on? Hey, Polly. Guess what? I'm making you a moderator.
Oh, you're just going wild with it now.
Oh, right. That was the other big announcement. Big Aaron is our official moderator. Polly is our backup. Paul is our backup moderator.
You make it sound like we have so many bad people.
I know. We need hundreds of moderators in order to deal with this live stream.
An army.
Like right now, 100% of our comments are from moderators. So you guys fight it out amongst yourselves. But that does officially, I believe, mean that Big Aaron outranks Sean. So Sean, we're going to need to find some sort of executive level position for you here.
He's saying you need to pick up the slack here.
I'll think of something.
So tonight, let's see. I got my Gene Stealer bikes, which make up a significant portion of the models that I have left to paint. But the really big thing is that I'm going to be using the two ATVs to test out how I'm going to be doing my vehicle painting. And I've decided that I want to paint my vehicles like Caterpillar mining vehicles, because my whole sort of conception this whole time has been these people are miners, they're coming out of the mine, that's why I'm giving them shotguns and mining lasers and not heavy flamethrowers. I'm sort of keeping to that mining idea that they've sort of like just been turned-ish, I guess. I don't know. But I want to do their vehicles like dirty mining yellow. And yellow sucks.
Yep.
I'm most likely going to be airbrushing the bigger vehicles, but I thought that I would try out just the Iridian Yellow over the base coat, and then I would also try out the Uriel Yellow with a Iridian Yellow over that to see if that's going to work, if I'm happy with that. And if I'm not happy with it, that's okay. These little ATVs are easy to reprime. I'm not that worried about it. I'm definitely going to be doing a whole bunch of weathering, most likely with this secret weapon red rust effect. So I'm not worried about overpriming.
Hey, Aaron.
Yes.
Before you get too far in this project, I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any of the old-fashioned foundation paint?
I don't even know what foundation paint is. You mean base paint?
No, the foundation paint is the older GW that was very heavily pigmented, that was called foundation paint.
Hold on. Zaidan, Google mining truck, and Cat's mining truck is bright yellow. It's really cool looking. I think it's one of the coolest looking vehicles I've ever seen. Cat's farm equipment is green, but their mining equipment is yellow.
So,
well, how much of a miner are we talking about in your army? 17 in only a few more months until no longer a miner? Or, like, are there laws preventing them from working miners? I mean, listen, I don't know the local laws of the planet.
This is all OSHA approved.
Yeah, but definitely OSHA. We're using OSHA compliant colors, okay? That's what's going to happen. I don't know what foundation yellow is. I don't know what you're talking about.
it's you know that my Mechanicum army, the yellow that's used for that entire army,
Yeah, sure.
it's a foundation yellow,
Okay.
and you probably have it since you buy all of that type of stuff.
There's no... I'm literally looking at the GW box set that contained every single color circa 10 years ago, and it's called Base, Shade, Dry, Layer, Edge, Glaze, Texture, Technical.
It's the one before that.
There's no... I have no paints that are called Foundation.
Okay.
I have Uriel Yellow, I have Everland Sunset, I have Flash Gits, I have Hexos.
It would be an older paint pot style than all of those.
Yes, that is true. These are one paint. There is an older paint pot style than these paint pots. That is correct. There is the black top paint pot, which I have one right here. I have Azurman Blue, which is for wash. It's real thick because it's
I'm going to be investigating while we do this.
I'm sure that there's something called Foundation. I'm sure there is. I just don't have it.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm going to get cracking on this. So, Polly, is Aaron's background Bergram's Bar in Warhammer World? I've been there. It's not specifically... I've been there too. It's not specifically Bergman's Bar. Although
You're right, it isn't because it's Bugman's.
Bugman's, sorry, whatever.
God. Oh.
Bugman's, but it's just generic. It's just generic D&D bar that I borrowed from Google. Buzz. Yes, I have been driving yellow ones. Cats. Cat 914, 928, 936, and 966. Zidane, you're confusing me. You said cats.
That's Caterpillar, right?
Oh, you said cat is great, and I read cat is green. Sorry, I didn't mean to admonish you for my mistake. But I did. You drive
Off to
those?
a hot start.
You drive those? That's freaking sweet, because they're really, really pretty. They're really, really, really pretty. Anyways, I want to go for a dirty yellow look. And I'm going to test it out on the ATVs. That's my plan. And everybody thinks I'm crazy and I'm wrong. And I probably am, and that's okay.
I don't necessarily think that you're wrong, but it's probably not a great idea. You should probably put down the yellow first.
You mean... Well, on one of them, I'm going to put down the yellow first. I'm going to put down Uriel Yellow.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put the contrast yellow over it.
Well, is the Uriel Yellow the very, very bright one?
No. I think Everland's Sunset is brighter than Uriel.
Okay.
Tau Ochre is darker. You think I should go with Tau Ochre?
Ochre.
No, it's gonna look brown, man.
Yeah, I don't want brown.
You might be able to get away with it for a base coat and then build your yellow on top of it. That would be solid. But it sounds like that's not your plan insofar as.
Dude, I mean, I think Paulie gave me the best plan, which was a freaking Primate yellow, but I don't have yellow primer, and I mean, I guess I could wait. I could order it, and then I could wait. But
Why do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not known for that.
I'm not gonna do that.
You're gonna wait for sure.
Should we talk about the creepy mystery box?
No, we shouldn't.
Don't ever bring that up again.
Somebody probably that you made a deal with at some point probably sent it to you.
So I, on the weekends, like we go through all of our mail, all of our boxes. I cut up all the boxes, and then bring them out to recycle. Right. So we did it a little bit earlier this week, and I wasn't kind of paying attention. I have a giant box of, Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff that I decided to leave in the box, and then I had a bunch of smaller boxes of stuff that I had ordered, and I just took all the miniature stuff and I threw it in the box, and I noticed that one of the boxes had like paintbrushes in it, which I need because all my paintbrushes are trash right now. And so I went upstairs. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to go grab them. And I grabbed these brushes, and I realized, like, they're all used. They're used brushes. And then there was also a box of really, really old Games Workshop Snow and Games Workshop Sand Basing. And then there was a little teeny tiny pot of static grass, like the old Games Workshop pot of static grass. And I have no idea who sent them to me or where they came from or why I have them or why somebody would send me used brushes.
Well, Aaron, I just sent you something in the Facebook chat so you can see the yellow I'm talking about.
Okay, you sent me something in Facebook chat.
Is that yellow in the box? Because that'll get extra creepy.
It's in the box!
What's in the box? We all know what that means.
Ayidian Dark Sun. Citadel
Remember the
Foundation.
Those were amazing paints. They tasted awful, though.
Good to know. Good to know.
It's important to know.
Yeah. All you brush lickers.
I like licking brushes.
You don't... Oh, I can't share it. Oops. Hold on. I'll go here, and then I'll go here, and then I'll go there. Here we go. Yes. Foundation paint. Okay. Yeah, and those actually have kind of the right color scheme because they're all dirty.
Yeah.
So how did you paint those?
So it's just literally a base of Yen and Dark Sun over a black primer, and then I washed it with the not Null Oil, the brown one, whatever it's called, I forget, Agrax.
Uh-huh.
And then I just took the earbud and wiped off as much as I needed.
Okay. Well, that might be the route that we have to go.
But
No,
I don't know if
don't
you
settle.
have that paint, so
No, but I have plenty of yellows.
yeah. Well, that one's a special yellow, so like I could paint it directly over black. That's how good that yellow is.
Well, fortunately, everything is not primed black. So that's good. That is good.
Yeah, Paul, dry brushing yellow on yellow works really well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you 100%. 100%. But I have to order a yellow primer.
But you have an airbrush?
Yes, I have an airbrush.
We're just giving you crap now. We're like, what are you doing?
Just want to make sure. So I actually got distracted from my base making because, oh my god, imagine that. And I realized that I had super sporadic notes about what my paint schemes were, inconsistent, and what I actually recorded about the process, where they were physically in the world, all that fun stuff. So I have a dedicated notebook now for paint process shit. And I'm hoping that's going to make life easier.
I think that's really smart. I never really wrote down my stuff until Aaron kind of made me.
Did I?
And now I write down my stuff.
Well, yeah, you have to, because there's like little mixing paints is one thing, right? Hey, did I mix 50-50 or, a third, and a third, all that fun stuff, or which color of blue did I use in that mix, right? But also, basic stuff about just what process you used where, I think is helpful.
Yeah.
There's so many little notes because, I can't remember anything ever. So it is critical for me to have some sort of information.
Well, I consulted my notes before tonight's painting session, and I also grabbed one of the models. Just got married yesterday. Sean,
What?
Blake, hey, congratulations. Why are you on our live stream?
Ooh.
Guess the party's over.
Are you... Go.
Back to normal life.
Be happy. With
He
your...
is. He's watching us.
He's like, got married, Now I need some live stream. That is exciting. That is awesome. Congratulations. I hope that your wedding registry included a full line of miniature paints. Because mine did, and I didn't get them.
Oh, that's a bummer, buddy. Sorry to hear that. So you went out and bought them yourself, though.
So
Huh?
I just bought it myself. Sold the mixer, and bought it myself.
Sold the mixer, bought some paint. Love it.
We had some sort of fiasco with our registry.
What?
So we registered at William and Sonoma. And the reason why we registered at William and Sonoma was because like they had this special deal where you were supposed to be able to register and open a William Sonoma credit card. Then everybody who bought something would like add points to your card.
Weird.
And then you would get like, you know what I mean? You'd get all these freaking points. So you get like a ton of points for opening the card, and then you get a bunch of points for putting your registry on the card, and then anytime somebody bought something from your registry, you were supposed to get points. And I think
supposed to a lot.
Supposed to, and I think like somehow we got dicked out of the points.
Damn you, William Sonoma.
And they're out of business now, pretty much. So whatever.
Comes
What they
around.
get.
Goes around.
Yeah.
But I remember there were two things that I really, really wanted on that registry that I didn't get, and for obvious reasons. One is I put down one of those like stupid expensive Japanese chef knives. I did not get that, which made me sad.
How much was it?
$15,000.
Huh.
Wait, for a knife?
Yeah.
That's like a car.
It was like
He just wanted to see if Josh would click the wrong button.
I just put it on the registry.
$15.
It's like one of those hand forged.
It's a Todd
Just
knife.
no.
It's a Todd knife.
It's a Todd knife. It's a Todd.
Does
knife.
it come with an entire kitchen?
No, it's a Todd knife. Chill out.
Dude,
What
knives,
is a Todd knife?
Todd is a gentleman that we went to college with,
Okay.
and him and I learned the process of making something called mokumegane, which is Japanese for wood grain, and it is when you take dissimilar non-ferrous metal and you layer them together, and then you layer them together, and you layer them together, and you make these billets by hammering it over and over and over and over and over again until you get these crazy patterns. Now, when you do it out of non-ferrous metal, like, for example, copper and silver, you actually keep those colors, right? And so it looks more like wood grain. But it looks very, very similar to the forged steel where you can
Damascus steel.
where you can
Yeah,
see
Damascus.
the layers, right? Well, I don't think that the Japanese version is called Damascus. I think it's
No,
called something
they
else.
have their
I
own.
would guess
Yeah,
not.
they have their own, which is why it's $15,000.
And they
Um,
do cold.
Right, they do cold forging to
Forging.
build the billet,
Right.
instead of hot forging to build the billet. Anyways, I put one of those knives on, and then the other thing is that there was a 6-slot toaster that also could make a hot dog. It had like 2 slots for hot dogs.
Nope.
Hot dog slot in
Yeah.
a toaster.
And I didn't get
What
that
are
out.
you, like 7-Eleven over here?
You don't know how accurate that
The
statement is.
Quickie Mart?
Ah, tell them what your favorite pizza is.
Tombstone pepperoni.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
I'm okay with that. I grew
No,
up.
no, no, like of all pizzas in the world.
It's Celia's
that's
favorite pizza.
disappointing. Yeah, but we live in Chicago. There's like better pizza within a stone's throw.
I love better pizza.
Correction.
I love
There's
like,
better pizza in the frozen aisle.
There's not better pizza in the frozen aisle. That's for sure.
I think Tombstone is definitely in the top pizzas in the frozen aisle echelon.
Listen, first of all,
DiGiorno's is better. The Sicilian thing is better.
if you want
What's
to talk
on
about
there?
my relationship with food, that's fine. We can go there. I am the type of person that is happy to eat 5-star meals in fancy, ritzy secret restaurants, and I'm also super happy to eat just cold slices of craft singles. Okay, that's who I am. So
You're an everyman.
I can both love Tombstone Pizza as one of my favorite choices, and also still really enjoy a great deep dish, and going over to Mariano's, right, or Mariano's. Like, I can do both. It's fine.
It's far too contrary.
Oh yeah, I don't know. In the current world of absolutes, I don't like this whole.
You don't like it? I have to pick.
In between place.
Okay. One I know somebody whose favorite pizza is those square frozen pizzas that they serve at school, like school lunch pizza, and he buys them by the pallet.
Ugh.
Nice.
Who's
That
it?
So
guy's
you know
awesome.
someone who has a problem.
Is it Josh?
No. I shall not reveal him. I drank like half a gallon of gravy as a beverage during Thanksgiving. Exactly. Like that's what the gravy is for. That's what the gravy is for. No, my wife finds my nerding out hot. Oh well, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Giggity.
what's this whole thing is foreplay. Excellent.
We aim to serve.
Whatever you need, you let us know. We will help you out. Let's on that note let's go to a topic. Being contrarian, I want to complain about these tanks.
Which ones?
So the Gladiator, the Valiant, and that's a Sunday preview. So what is it?
Complain away.
Why are they coming out with the exact same freaking things that they've already come out with, except they have fins on the side and different guns and no wheels? I don't understand. Like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care how good the rules are. I don't care what freaking guns are on there. I do not want another freaking repulsor.
You don't want a Predator? Because that's essentially what one of them is, right? I mean, it's one for one copy paste of old school Marines into Primaris. It's a way to phase things out, right?
It definitely feels like it to me, man. Now, when they announced them and they started dropping the hints, I went and bought a bunch of Predators. Surprise, surprise. Predators are actually, from a competitive standpoint, better value for your points. They're also obviously going to be cheaper to acquire, at least in the near term. So if you don't have any yet, and you like Marine tanks, you should probably get some now, because as people start realizing that, they are going to become harder to get.
I mean, it's the F1. It's the same vehicle that you just modified so that the back was closed.
Yes.
Yes.
Whatever the hell that thing is called.
This
No,
is how I
it's
feel
an
about
impulsor
every
chassis.
single Marine release.
Well, I don't feel like that's fair because the bikes are substantially different in design, and the ATVs are substantially different in design,
Like
and the
when someone's
Primaris.
Like, oh, did you see that new librarian or the new person? I'm like, they're exactly
The new
the same.
librarian is dope.
Different weapon on them. Or something. They're the same model.
Stop hating on
Look.
the
There's
cool
I don't
shit.
agree with you because a single character is like a single character, but buying a giant vehicle, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for like when Flyers were released. You know what I mean? Like you remember when the Flyers came out,
When
Sean?
Storm Raven showed up, man.
Like how exciting was that?
It was awesome.
Yeah. Why can't we have something like that? Why do I need more stupid grav tanks?
To Josh's point, they're trying to phase out the line, man. Like,
Why are you so far away? Where'd you go?
Oh, I'm trying to
Ran away.
find something used for the guts of my Terminator, and I thought I had some wire.
Well, Terminators have no guts. That's why they were
Well, they
replaced
did
by
when they cut it in
Primaris.
half. All right. So fine, you won. I'm gonna have to break up this toy I haven't used yet and make my own guts.
Make them.
I don't know. I will say that I'm extremely, extremely happy about the new dice for the Blood Angels because the 1 is a single dot of blood and not a picture, and the 6 is a picture, and it is a black die with red dots, and the dots may be blood drops, but they are readable. Best dice that they've come out with this year.
Woohoo! Now can you get them?
No.
Yeah, that shit sold out 4 seconds after it got released, man.
Nope, didn't get them.
Especially if you're a local game store.
Don't have it. Do we want to talk about that?
I'm going to say one thing, and then I'll stop talking about it. As you all know, I sell lots of miniatures, and it is super unfortunate that people, like literally people will buy as many as they can order. If I have $1,000, I'm going to spend $1,000 on these things. And then cut them up to pieces and charge as much as either the individual like multi-part kit or just a crap ton more than the entire box kit, right? And it is very disheartening to me that this is a thing that's occurring now, right? So the guy who wants to start and play Blood Angels, or who's like, oh, that would be exactly the things that I was thinking about buying, and this is half the price of me going and buying all those kits, it isn't given that chance. Now, whether that's the scalpers problem or GW's problem, who I don't know, it's disheartening to me that that seems to be happening with all the kits nowadays. So
right, but the impetus of that is that there's not enough supply, and what's going on is that game stores are literally being rationed stupid numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like one kit.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
No, you're absolutely correct. And I mean, the problem, yeah, and it's just unfortunate that we take such advantage of the other hobbyers in our whatever. This wasn't me buying 10 of them so I could get them for my buddies and I charge them $10 more each because I fronted a crap ton of cash, right? This isn't, it's us reflecting what we think, or, as portions of the community reflecting what we think GW has done to us, forever, which is steal everyone's money.
So you just feel like you feel like most of the kits are going to scalping right now? Is that what you're saying?
Bro, yeah, they're all over. I mean, that's where you see them, is people reselling them for more money. And now, obviously, not a lot has been received yet, I don't think. But we saw it with the Indominus box, and we're gonna see it with all the box sets.
Yeah.
And this isn't a uncommon practice right now within that's just unique to GW. If you at all follow GPUs and computer hardware, you know that 3080s from the NVIDIA side have been not available because scalper bots are just buying everything and reposting on eBay the moment it comes out. So you can't get a card actually from Newegg or Amazon or Best Buy or anything like that. You have to go to eBay and buy it from a scalper. AMD just brought out their new cards, the 6800s. Same thing happened. Exact same thing. You just can't get a video card unless you go to eBay and buy it from a scalper.
For how much? Double, triple, quadruple?
Almost double now. They're starting to come down, but you're still paying about $1,200 to $1,300 for a video card that should be $600 to $800.
Yeah.
Jeez. Did you get your video card yet?
Nope.
I know you were so hopeful of the of that other one coming out, but you're saying it's the same problemo?
It's the same problem. I figured I'd at least soften the blow a little bit, but you can't get a current gen video card right now.
That's crazy.
I mean, look, it's disenfranchised me from even paying attention to the pre-orders. Like, it's a GW problem. They make their regular kits too expensive, and then they release combo boxes that have realistic prices, and obviously that they will sell out. The 3080 situation is awful. Paulie agrees with you. I mean, it is a GW problem, but it's I think it's deeper than that. Like,
well, Aaron, you do a lot of stocks. Well, and Aaron, you guys do a lot of stocks. I mean, how does this reflect, the market at large? Isn't this something that's been standard practice, automated trading in, our financial institutions for a long time? And we've just seen that.
I know that like, so I know, for example, when it comes to tickets for events, that the way that tickets used to be sold is that the tickets were given to or sold to record stores, and then the record store people would like, even though they weren't supposed to. Why do you always have a timer that goes off? What is that timer?
Who is
Very
priming?
important.
And why does it always go off at 9 o'clock?
Because I will forget to do the thing I'm supposed to do at 9 o'clock if I don't have that timer.
Okay, gotcha. And so what would happen is then like the people who would own the stores, they would even though all the tickets, technically the venues were always selling the tickets for the same prices, right? Didn't matter where the seating was. Then those store people would like segregate the tickets and and they would sell the better tickets for more money. Then that stuff moved online, and the same thing happened where people would scalp the tickets, they'd buy them in bulk, they would segregate the tickets, and then they would inflate the prices for front row versus nosebleed, right? Even though the venue is pretty much selling tickets at a straight price across the board, and there's even been like very famous and successful musicians who have demanded that all the tickets are the same price, right? But can't actually control it. So then there was a whole thing with the CAPTCHA was implemented in order to try to prevent these companies from doing that, these people from doing that. But the CAPTCHA was kept so rudimentary that they were very easily able to bypass it, right? Like just brute force it really fast and still buy all the tickets. So it feels like that model is getting repeated now with everything that's sold online.
Right.
I don't like it. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
I think a lot of companies are pressured to hit their sales targets for the year and appease their stakeholders, especially. So they're just going to put out the door whatever they can get their hands on. If they can only get a quarter of the inventory that they were anticipating needing, they're going to put out that quarter. They're going to sell it all, and as the rest gets made, they will never have a demand problem on their end. And an inflated secondary market right now only makes a lot of these companies' products more sought after. And it's even turning products that were no longer inaccessible collectibles into inaccessible collectibles. From like, look at the Xbox and PlayStation, same
Right?
thing.
Yeah, I don't even have a PlayStation 5 really on my mind, just because it's like I have no desire to wage that war. You know what I mean? Like I just have no desire to wage that war.
Yeah.
Which is too bad, because if I could just click a button and buy a PlayStation 5, I would have bought it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But such is the world that we live in. I can tell you that from the manufacturing side, the supply base is very, very, very damaged. It's been extremely damaged from COVID. There's very little inventory of raw supplies, and essentially what happened is that no one knew how long the shutdown was going to last, and so nobody built inventory, and there's a lot of stress on the system. And I can tell you that every company is going through their own private COVID quarantines and shutdowns and missing personnel and overtime issues, and even things like raw steel and raw materials, paint, just the basic things that you need to make stuff are difficult to get in the time and in the quantities. So I think that's going to continue, which is really, really strange that the Dow hit 30,000 while all this is going on.
It's almost like it's not connected to real life or something.
Almost.
It's
Almost.
crazy.
We're talking about too much reality here, though.
We are talking about too much reality. Way too much reality. I apologize. There's a balance. Don't create an extreme demand, but don't create a loss. By companies always side on loss. So I complained about the tanks. I understand that it's the Predator. Essentially, I was just hoping for something cool. Sorry. Something new and cool. Let's go ahead and take a quick watch of the Sunday preview. and then we can talk about that.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Warhammer. My name is Max and I'm going to be guiding you through the next 7 days of your favourite hobby. This is a special week for Warhammer Underworld's players. A new season has arrived and with it new warbands and mechanics. Which warband will you give favour to this season? The mysterious Lumineth or the excessive forces of Slaanesh? No matter who you pick, the mountain still has mysteries for you to discover in Warhammer Underworld's Diachasm. Pick your Grand Alliance and take part in a glorious campaign across the mortal realms with 4 new books dedicated to the 4 Grand Alliances. Discover new leaders, allies and monsters for you to recruit during your campaigns. These books also include thematic background tables for each warband and brand new campaigns that will test the bravest warriors and reward the victors with powerful artifacts. Welcome to the city of Soroth Core, where warbands from all 4 corners of the mortal realms fight for supremacy. This exclusive Warcry campaign will test you and your warband's skill, fight for territory and artifacts in the streets of the city to become the one true power in Soroth Core and have dominion over all its inhabitants. On top of the Soroth Core campaign, the Tome of Champions 2020 brings new ways to play Warcry, including expanded rules for open, narrative and matched play. Every Warcry player will find something for them in this book. Warbands from the depths of the Varanspire are joining the fray with brand new separate kits, having previously been available in Warcry Catacombs. There are also new starter sets for the Sylvaneth and the Legions of Nagash, perfect for trying out a new warband or start your first adventure into Warcry. This week on WarhammerCommunity.com we'll have loads of great articles for you, including a look in more detail at the new season of Warhammer Underworlds. And Warhammer Live returns this week with its usual 5-day schedule.
I know
As
how
well-
Aaron does this super cool camera angle for his desktop.
So, lot of stuff for Warhammer Underworld.
Yep.
Which I don't know how exciting that is to y'all.
I think the most exciting thing about the new Warhammer Underworld stuff means skinks are finally coming to Warhammer Underworlds, which means skinks are finally getting a couple new models.
That is exciting. I like skinks. I mean the model. There's some new models that are really pretty. You don't.
There
I mean,
are.
They're elf looking. Oh, they're a little elfy. So sorry about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a bunch of stuff for Warcry coming out, which is also really cool, including expanded rules, new dice sets, new starter sets.
Well, they're going to put a book out.
Tome of Champions 2020,
Right.
Skirmish Combat in the Mortal Realms, which
So that's the annual.
yeah. So that's
Right.
that's kind of exciting. Josh, are you into that?
I am.
It's 5 new books, Josh, that you have to buy.
Yeah, I'm totally excited about that.
No one
So-
from England sounds like that except the Queen.
Yeah. So you got the Tome of Champions, which is the annual. Then they're doing one for each, like death, destruction, order, and chaos, right? So there's going to be one book for each of those, but it's going to have all of the cards, everything in those books. So if you only play like 1 or 2 factions, you might only have to get the Tome of Champions and one book. But if you're like me or Josh and Aaron, that's 5 new books.
That
Dude,
They do those special editions where it's like Aaron, you got those special edition Indominus books.
yes, I love them. They're
Is
beautiful.
there anything different other than the covers?
What do you mean?
don't you
is
get
there-
coins or something?
No, in the book, are the pages any different? Is it just a different cover?
The edges of the page are different. They make,
The
they make a
content.
picture.
I'm talking about the content.
I don't. How would I know? I haven't read those books or the.
You made a whole diorama for the book.
I made a book
and
nook.
I've not read.
I made a book nook for the books. So yes,
Okay.
in between the books,
So
things
what
are
I'm
very
getting
different.
to, why don't they put out a real collector's edition where it actually combines stuff and combine those 4 books so you have your order, destruction, chaos?
Okay, because that's a deal, and that's the opposite of what the special edition books are.
No, I mean it would still be more expensive than each individual book. You would just only have to click once, and you
But
get some extra cool stuff.
But then they wouldn't be able to charge you 4 different times for the special book.
But they would charge you 1.25 times for the 4 books, and they'd give you a coin. So they would charge you for each book. They'd actually charge you more. But you'd only buy 1 set.
I literally only care about the coins.
And I only care, and I would buy it because I need those fucking coins.
It's becoming a meme at this point, which is I think is funny.
What's the meme?
The meme?
Yeah.
The meme is that you need 11,000 books to play, and they got people with giant book bags carrying all the books walking around. It's the new GW meme.
It's
And Ninth Ed has only been out for less than 6 months.
Yes.
yeah, and
It's a lot of books.
we're not even talking about Ninth Ed.
Weren't we?
Like there used to be we used to call rule bloat, right? This is something else.
Yeah.
This is like rule. I don't even know. Rule gorge.
Rule Gorge.
Gorge is in like feast, not as in like cavern.
Thank you for clarifying.
Okay, just wanted
I
to
appreciate it as well.
want to make sure you understood what I meant when I said gorge.
Oh no, only now is it clear.
Only now.
Well, I am the contrarian.
This is true.
The mighty and powerful contrarian.
Don't go that far.
LOL. Oh, I already read that one. By the way, Paul, I see your small flex that you own a PS5. Congratulations.
Yeah, and he also said the 3080 problem was in past tense.
Yeah.
This whole time in the back of my mind, I'm wondering.
You know what he did? He bought a PS5 and then he took the 3080 out of it
Yeah.
and he put it in his computer. That's how he got a 3080 is he bought the PS5.
Is that what's inside of a PS5?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You're the best.
That would be hilarious though. Yeah, I bought a PS5.
People are actually, so you can sometimes actually still get pre-built computers, like high-end computers that have 3080s in it. So people are buying these pre-built computers
and then selling the 3080,
and then like getting the 3080 and then selling the rest of the parts on eBay.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's just insane.
That makes my heart hurt.
I painted a bunch of tires.
But there's no cats in America.
There are no cats in America.
All right,
That's true.
Final.
I find the whole console thing pointless when my computer can do so much better.
I'm with you, Shivan.
Yep.
That's exactly how I've always felt. That's why I was never a console gamer, because I've always been a PC gamer.
I don't.
PC
But
Master Race.
I've also worked in like programming, UI design,
So, like,
development.
I agree
I've
with
always had a beefy computer, 3D animation.
I agree with you 100% on everything, except hanging out with your buddies on the sofa with a couple controllers, playing some Super Smash or Mortal Kombat or...
So there's one thing in there that you said
Yeah.
that makes it completely pointless then to have a console right now.
Well, shh.
And that was sitting on a couch with a couple of your buddies.
I don't listen. I'm just talking about the past, right? Like I've always,
yeah, of course you were.
I have a PS4 and I have a computer, and I've always preferred playing computer games on a computer than on a console. Once I knew that you could put them on a computer, but some of my most memorable gaming memories, rather, it's like, you know, Alex's 9th birthday, right? Opening up a PlayStation, and I don't remember what that really cool PlayStation 1 game was, but You know,
Bone of the Enders.
yeah, stuff like that. Oh, dude, the Uriel Yellow for the bikes is just, it's so hot. Oh my god.
How hot is it?
It's so hot.
Too hot. Hot damn.
Oh man.
Call the police and the fireman.
Oh my gosh. Is that a real song? Don't get us demonetized.
Too late.
It's done.
Done did it.
Demonetization.
Complete.
So, yeah, I'm not even ordering. I'm not even looking at the pre-orders. I don't care about the Blood Angels. I don't care about the books. I do, however, care about Armies on Parade.
Do you?
Yes, because there are so many freaking LEDs in this picture. It's amazing. Like, the placement, like all of the heads and the eyes, it's so cool. He's got this weird portal thing that has, like, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a crazy wall light. Like it looks like one of those arc lightning things, but I know that it's just a LED panel. I'm really into this.
You know what makes what really rounds it off and is really the best thing about it? It's Nurgle.
Well, yeah. It is Nurgle.
It's Nurgle.
It did have some new
Very
Nurgle
2020.
rules.
So it wins. It wins.
Did you guys talk about the new Nurgle terrain rules that were spotted?
No, tell us all about it.
No, I didn't see that. Enlighten us, Josh.
And the only thing I saw was basically the new Nurgle terrain has an effect. And the only thing I read this much, while a unit is completely within 6 inches, and then I just stopped reading. So I was just asking if you, because it's the stupidest rule ever.
Because it's wholly within.
Wholly within 6 inches, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's your anti. Those words make you quit. You want
I just don't even read the rest.
Yeah,
It's like no.
you're like you want one model with one toe.
You want a toe in.
You want a toe. You want one model with one toe in, so that you can be like, actually, I get a cover save for all 40 of these guys.
That is correct.
And they get an additional +1 to
You are
their
correct.
reroll because
He's
I
not
have
arguing
I
with
have
you.
one toe.
Stop.
You are correct.
Okay, so the yellow looks real good on the bike. Let's see what happens when we put it on a bigger, flatter surface. Bigger, flatter. Bigger, flatter, more powerful. Okay. I'm going to change the...
Were you trying to turn that into a Daft Punk song?
I was, but I failed.
Uh-huh.
I failed.
You did.
I failed hard.
Demonetized.
I failed. Well, no, you don't get demonetized for failing. Parodies are acceptable. Parodies are Creative Commons. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. I don't know what everyone's worried about. This is 1,000% great.
Wow, that's pretty great.
Yeah. No problems. Oh, I'm so happy about this. I think this is gonna work on everything. So happy. And once, I can go back over this with a wash and I can dirty it up. Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
How beautiful.
1,000 beautiful.
1,000 beautiful.
You sound like my son. He says weird stuff like that too.
How old is your son? 4?
Yeah.
Excellent. Is he contrarian?
Completely.
Oops, I didn't mean to switch that. So we already talked about the pre-orders a little bit. We got the Blood Angels, which you can't get. I am going to show a picture of the die. Like I said, I'm very happy with these dice because right here, I hope you can see my little mouse. The 1 is a 1, and the 6 is a Blood Angel symbol, and you can freaking read the dice. Thank you. Thank you, Blood Angel dice. They came out with a Combat Patrol box.
Which looks like pretty good value, to be honest.
Excellent value. Too bad you can't get it.
Right. Which aren't these Combat Patrol? It seems like the word on the street is they're basically replacing the Start Collecting, which would make sense.
Yes.
Yep.
They're also
Scalping.
like $60 more. Start Collecting boxes right now go for about 90, and that one I think is 150.
But do you get more in them?
I mean, it's supposed to be 500 points, right? I mean,
no,
looking
it's
at
supposed
it,
to, no, it's supposed to
No?
be 50 power level.
oh, 50 power level. I would say, to be honest, it probably looks like you get. I don't know. It's kind of tough to tell. The same, maybe a little bit more in the sense you get a chunky vehicle in the box,
Let's see if let's go for an old starter box.
but it's still only 15 miles.
Was there a Blood Angel starter box?
I don't think. I don't think so.
Maybe. Hold on, let me close my paint before I spill it everywhere. Everybody can look at this beautiful box while I Google. Yeah. I think this is the old one. Yep, this is the old one.
And what was in it?
Hold on, I'm linking it. So a ball predator, a captain with a hammer, 5 chunky veterans.
These are all non-Primaris, though.
These
right?
are all non-Primaris.
Okay.
So it looks like 5 veterans, 5 tack, and a ball.
Ugh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 miniatures in the box. So 11 guys in a tank.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Start collecting Blood Angels, old school box.
This
And
is 14 in a tank. And these are all
and this is
Primaris.
15 models, and it's 15 in a tank. Yeah.
Do you find that is it like a good starting point for your army? Because I feel like that's not very much.
I feel like that what I would like to see is the whatever these new ones are called, the combat patrol boxes are being a very good place to start. That should have like a couple of the unique characters or characters that you don't need a ton of, but then I would love to see the start collecting as more of stuff that would fill out your battle line. So more of your basic
they're really
troops.
50 power level.
Right.
Yeah.
That's patrol is 50 power level.
Like, would you ever field what they actually put in that box?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
That's half of a 2,000 point army.
No, it's a quarter of a 2,000 point army.
Oh no, it's half.
No.
50
power
100
level.
Power level. 100 power level is.
I thought
Is
50 power level was 1,000 points.
No, 50 power level is 1,000 points.
So you're saying 2 patrols makes up an entire army?
Yeah, that's what it would appear to be.
Then no.
Yes, those are the maths.
Then
No,
Then I
I'm-
don't want
I'm-
that box.
Unfortunately, I am with Josh on this. I think that I think they're relatively tone deaf on not just these guys, but also the start collecting boxes. I don't know why they've made the decisions they made. Someone who doesn't play that army decided what was going into that box.
Yeah.
Is basically all there is to it, because there are a million better options, to Aaron's point, that will get you more of your core units, the central pieces that you either will take because they're good or because they're fluffy, right? And fucking aggressors aren't on that list.
Oh, I love aggressors.
Yeah, if you have a salamanders list or, ultramarines, pick another army, and they're passable as a addition.
Not
But
so much
they
for
are-
Blood Angels, though,
But
right?
but
For
listen,
Blood Angels,
but
not at
every
all.
but
and
every
not as
hold
a-
on. But every single core box that's come out since 8th edition, a version of aggressors has been in that box.
I care not the slightest bit.
But that's putting everybody on the same starting playing field. Everybody is starting with attack marine and a character and a
No.
tank and aggressors.
But
Everybody.
you know just as well as I do that attack marine for the ultramarines is not the same as attack marine for the Blood Angels. There are differences because of our chapter rules and all sorts of other things that, again, I say the designers or the salespeople or whoever are just basically tone deaf when they're doing this, because they're not taking that into account. They're not respecting the fact that if I'm fluffy and I'm Blood Angels, I want to have assault intercessors. If I want to kick someone's face in and I'm blood angels, I've probably got assault intercessors.
Yeah,
So like,
it's hard to argue with
no
that.
question.
Hard
Yeah,
to argue with that.
there's no question, right? And then so you get to a Dark Angels box. Okay, what's important in a Dark Angels box? Some sort of bikes. Who cares what else? Bikes. Give me 3 bikes. Give me 5 Terminators. Give me a tac squad. Give me a character. Right.
And a
Dark
chaplain.
Angels. And a chaplain. 5 chaplains. But to the point, what does that army field in the fluff for people like Sean, or what is good for that army based on their rules for Josh? And you can do both of those easily, and the Blood Angels box has done neither of those.
Well,
that's my take.
Thank goodness you can't get it.
You're damn right. What I'm really interested in though is, and I haven't looked at anything because I'm super lazy about researching. Does the box come with a bunch of upgrade sprues that you can use to bling out your dudes and make them specifically Blood Angels? Right?
Well, it's just the Blood Angel upgrade sprue.
Yeah,
That's all that makes any of these boxes different. I just want to make that clear. It's just Primaris with enough upgrades.
Wait, I thought the tank was special.
No,
it's not. It's not special.
Or else you would be able to buy that Blood Angel specific Primaris.
And the character's special.
It's not even different door panels or anything like you used to be able to get from Forge World for like rhinos and stuff like that.
Well, we care about the door panels. Door panels are very significant.
And you don't get those. So that's the only thing, any of these boxes. The space bills.
The vehicle upgrade kits where you're just gluing a cool ass icon onto the door panel. Like that's good enough for Sean, because now I have Angel's door panel.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Okay. So I do like the idea, at least, of the starter set being the same size as the starter game. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm so happy with this yellow. I really do. I don't even think I'm going to need to airbrush, dude. I think that I'm going to be able to prime this stuff in the contrast primer, the darker one, whose name I can't remember. And I'm just going to
wash it.
And I'm just going to be able to Aidian yellow it.
Sounds awesome, dude.
Are you going to wash it?
Listen, we're working on that now. We're working on what other steps need to happen. I'm just saying that the base color looks freaking dope.
Right, okay.
That's all I'm saying. That I didn't need to put down the Uriel Yellow. I didn't need to, it's looking cool, man.
Very happy.
I'm really excited about it. And now all the bikes are gonna match. Oh, this is a great day.
Plans coming together.
This is a great day. Ow. All right. We are about halfway through the show. Let's do a progress update. And we'll start with Josh. What have you been doing for 45 minutes?
I've been doing some Magic the Gathering. Very intense.
I can't believe you're still playing that.
It's wonderful.
Sean, what are you up to?
I am still messing about with these bases, as you could probably guess. I spend way longer than most everybody on every part of my hobby. So I think I've made 3 now.
I think we've given you a complex.
Man, I
don't think that's true. I think it's just in this group. I think we've made you paranoid on how long it takes you to get things done.
It is possible. It is entirely possible. So I'm going through and I'm selecting very specific skulls, and I gotta cut things at angles and think about how shit's gonna get covered.
What happened to the lava, bro?
The lava shit.
What?
Yep, you heard me. Nah, Primaris have to be standing on their bases for me, because then they are not significantly taller than the vintage Space Marines mounted on Torque.
I like that you called them vintage, because they soon will be out of print.
There's none of that firstborn shit.
Soon they'll be extinct.
Yeah.
They're classic or vintage Space Marines.
Okay, so what are you doing for your bases then? I don't know your new scheme. Tell me your scheme.
It is skulls and dirt, so it's your basic kind of like jungle
Skulls and dirt, baby.
type stuff.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't love
Skulls and dirt.
But the interesting thing is, instead of the standard like Argrax Earthshade or whatever, I'm going to use a more red wash on the skulls to
Okay.
give them that fresh bone look as opposed to the bleached kind of white.
Let me tell you something. I had the honor and the privilege of going to the catacombs in Paris before they shut them down, where they moved all of the femurs and
The
skulls. And let me tell you something. They ain't skull white. They are like deep auburn.
Yep.
Like almost like burgundy, shades of burgundy and brown and yellow.
Yep.
So I like bleached bone is a thing that happens
If you are left out
in a
the
desert.
sun,
Yeah.
in the desert.
In the desert, right? Like they were very dark. I have photos of it. And they're really weird to look at because A, I was a teenager. B, I'm wearing a giant green, like, forest green winter jacket. I look like such a stupid American. And I have this big smile on my face taking a stupid tourist picture in front of bones. Thousands and thousands of bones. And the person in front of me, I remember, he stole a femur. Stole a femur.
That's pretty fun.
And it's people like him
That got it. Why it's closed. Yep, that's why it's closed. Just literally stole a femur, man.
So just, for all you other Americans out there, don't steal bones.
Do unto others
they're not
bones
yours.
as you would like people to do to your bones.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Your bone in 500 years?
Kind of. Like, that's kind of a little
Okay,
bit.
then go out and steal bones all you want.
I mean-
museum.
I'm just saying,
Take
like,
a dino bone.
oh, that would be awesome. I have a dinosaur bone. Dinosaur bone right here.
Where'd you steal it from?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Likely.
It is
It's
so
Winter's bone.
there's certain dinosaur bones in that the way that the fossil form, they get different colors, and you in the cell structure. I don't know if people can see this on the stream. Boop. And so when you go to like gem shows and whatnot, so you can see like all these different colors. That's different cells. They turn dinosaur bones into gems because they're really, really pretty. And so I have a whole bunch of like uncut dinosaur bones so that you can make stuff like this, which this is a polished dinosaur bone.
Ooh.
That actually was in a quartz matrix. So some of the cell like areas are quartz. Really pretty. So does that count? Can people take my bones now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I have a bunch of cool stuff from when I wanted to be a jeweler and then never did it.
You want to make me a necklace?
I can make you a necklace. What kind of necklace do you want?
I don't want a necklace.
Oh, okay. You want a toe ring?
Kind of just so I can clickety clack down the hallway.
That'd be so annoying.
Can really show how much I don't know how to tap dance.
So where are you at with your what are you working on? I forgot. Guard?
Yeah, guard. So I decided to kit bash a Master of Ordnance because I had one sitting here. And the thing with my guard is I don't want to paint guard faces at all.
Who does?
This is a very extremely heavily kit bash guard army. And not a single face is going to be showing.
So it's just
any of the models.
It's just you're taking green stuff and you're smushing it onto their face and calling it.
Actually, cutting it off with a razor.
No, I got a whole bunch of the hazardous environment Forge World head kits.
Yeah.
We got all sorts of backpacks from and heads and legs and arms and shoulder pads and guns, everything just from probably 5 different bit spenders online. And I've just been kit bashing a whole bunch, and there's not going to be a single face. And the Master of Ordnance, he's got a big old dumb face that's just sticking out there. So I need to kit bash me a new one.
You should give him spectacles.
No. I mean, maybe he has spectacles underneath this helmet that I just put on him.
I mean, obviously he has prescription lenses. I mean, that makes sense. It's the far-flung future. You think they have to wear glasses under their helmet?
Oh, let's see. See if this can focus here.
I can make you the biggest person. Hold on.
Who doesn't want to be the biggest person?
There you go. You are
I am
now
the biggest.
If you can get it to focus, you are the biggest person.
All right. I don't know if this is going to work because I don't have this kind of base. It's kind of difficult to hold and focus. Nope. Probably not going to work. But anyways, he's got this thing on his wrist that he's looking at and he's trying to communicate on. So I just built one of those out of a Primaris or TAC Marine thing. And now I just need to put one more arm on him. Then he's done.
And he's done.
End
Nice.
of story.
Very cool. Well, I think in terms of tabletop news, not a whole lot else. There's a really long article that I didn't read called "Broken Realms: The Price of Treason," and once I realized there were no pictures, I just TLDR'd that. They went into a bit more with the Warhammer Underworlds. They kind of showed off the Ravagers. They showed off some new cards. I really like. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, that's the wrong screen.
Why are we talking like this now?
There we go.
I think we should keep talking.
No.
The Star Blood Stalker. I think he's very pretty, and I like his staff a lot. I like his staff.
Starblood Stalker and the staff of the Starblood Stalker.
Yeah, and it looks like he found a Necron Resurrection Orb, and he's like, "Look at this!
It's beautiful."
So there was some stuff there, but other than that, some new Forge World stuff came out for what's it called? Middle Earth. They got like these cool bat things.
Man, a lot of people must be buying Middle Earth stuff that just never ever play it.
They're called Gundabad War Bats, and they are really, really pretty models. Actually, they're like these big ass.
Link it in chat. I want to see the pretty models.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
But to answer your question or respond to your statement, Josh, that's exactly what happens. If you look at any of the forums that are active for the Lord of the Rings miniature games, you see people with dusty shelves filled with these models, but you never see a shot of a game being played in.
Yeah.
Like that.
Wait, you think those models look good, Aaron?
I don't like them either.
Uh-oh. What did I do
They look
wrong?
like Ral Perart
Now
or whatever.
Now who's the contrarian?
I mean, they're uggo.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think they look.
I thought they were
Just
very
giving me
dynamic, and I
arms.
thought they were really cool. I thought they were really well posed. I like the base. I like the rock. Like, I think they're a very dynamic model. They look like fun to build and paint to me.
They look like they were made like 25 years ago.
I kind of like that too about it. It's a little bit eclectic.
Okay, well, if you like that. I mean, I think Mantic models are
like
Mantic
that,
models
I gotta-
better than those.
Well,
I mean, is it just me?
I mean,
I feel
if
like
you like
I-
garbage, then
I said, yeah, I think that it looks like poop. It looks like
Yeah,
doo-doo.
it really does look
I
like
don't
poop.
like.
And I want to apologize to everyone for some reason. I am really anti what Games Workshop is putting out, and I apologize. I don't know why. Everything that they're doing is annoying me right now, though. I feel bad about it. Apology.
well,
Accept it.
not everything they're doing is annoying me, but that's okay. We have more. We have Marvel Crisis Protocol. It'll be fine.
I know.
Everything's
It'll be fine.
Everything's gonna be okay. We are gonna take an adventure into the brave unknown. Paul, you can't leave. I'm paying you to be a moderator.
Yep. Wait. We get. What?
Oh wait, oops. I'm sorry. Did I not mention that I was paying Paul instead of you?
Well, later, Paul. Don't worry about it. You're not getting paid anything.
Have a good night, Paul. And welcome, Gamer Addict. Howdy, howdy. Catching the stream late. You still got a little bit of time. Still got 20 minutes or so. Not too late. We all now have Oculuses. Oculi. I have not been able to get us to all play together, which I don't understand why. But
Thanksgiving and
right, so we all had time off. But Josh and I did start playing Star Trek Bridge Simulator, which is a direct rip-off of Artemis.
Which is a direct rip-off of the Star Trek
Bridge, which is kind of funny. So for For those of you who don't know, I have a little video to play, which I will play the demo video for Star Trek Bridge Crew.
You ready to do this?
So who's gonna be captain?
I'm captain.
Wow.
Hey guys. Hello everyone. We've established she is captain.
Okay, you're captain, I'll be tactical.
Captain, do you want me to up power to the engines?
Yeah, get engines ready, please. We're gonna warp to Gamma Hydra. Engage.
Oh no, whoa.
Bring us to a stop, please, Hal. In conflict, we will rescue these people.
I'm doing a scan right now.
Captain, Klingon ship decloaking.
Red alert!
Shields up to 100%, Captain.
Fire phasers!
Fire phases now, Captain.
Tactical, armed torpedoes.
Arming them now.
Fire!
So that is Bridge Crew. It's a 4-player game where you all take the helm of a Star Trek ship, and you have to work together. Each station has a different function, and the other stations are dependent on each other to do things. You are able to play it 1-player or 2-player or up to 4-player. We did find that getting it set up was one of the most frustrating things that I've ever had to do for a video game in a long time, which really just speaks to how new this whole 3D thing is, because normally on a console, which the Oculus is really nothing more than a console, you just expect to be able to plug and play with your friends, right? But we had to make an Ubisoft account, and then we had to attach the Ubisoft account to the Oculus, and then we had to attach the Ubisoft account to the Facebook account, and then the Facebook account had to be attached to the game, and then we had to open the game, and then we had to find it was just like, it literally took us an hour and a half, and then even after we got the whole thing working, Josh and I are on our first mission, which is the Kobayashi Maru mission, which is the classic Star Trek training mission.
Which is cool.
Which is very cool.
I really like
that you got to play the Kobayashi Maru, and halfway through, so in the Oculus you can form a party. When you form a party, you get voice chat with whoever's in your party, right? But then when you go into the game has its own voice chat for whatever bridge you're in, and it supersedes your party chat. So once we finally got that all working, we're halfway through the Kobayashi Maru, and
oh no,
sound goes out.
Oh no.
So we couldn't talk to each other. So we did realize that when the 4 of us do finally get to play, we are going to just have to mute our microphones on the Quest. No, it's not. It's not on Quest only. It's an Ubisoft game. I think I'm saying that right. Right?
Ubisoft.
It's on all platforms. It's actually pretty late to the party on Quest. There's 3 versions of it. You can play this weird science ship that I forgot what it's called. I feel like it's called the Aegis or something. You can play Next Generation, and you can play third ship. I forgot what it is. And they have a whole storyline for you to go through, which is really fun. But I'm really, really excited to get the 4 of us on this game, get it working, and have some fun, because it is actually the mission, doing a full mission with Josh, even
was super
duper fun. Like, it was really fun. And it gives you different objectives, and you have different ways to figuring out how to do it, right? So I chose, if you're familiar with the Kobayashi Maru, spoilers, because it is in some of the movies and the TV shows, I chose to try and rescue the crew, and fight the Klingons, and violate the neutral zone. But we did escape with rescuing some of the crew, killing some of the Klingons, and then we warped away. Because I'm the boss. Because I'm the sort of captain that gets things half done, but keeps us alive. I did half. Broke the rules, did half, didn't die.
What I always look for in my leadership.
Yes.
Getting half the job done.
Half the job done, but keeping us alive.
Yeah, I guess it's a real win if the boss didn't get me killed today.
Well, you do have a red shirt, so.
I got red pants.
That's too close. It's too similar. You're out of uniform. Sorry. So very excited about that. Sean, have you had any chance at all to explore the Oculus yet?
None.
Okay, none. All right, well, whatever. Aaron, what have you been doing on the Oculus?
Lots of Beat Saber.
Yes.
Playing that a bunch. Played Path of the Warrior, which is basically like if you take Double Dragon or any of those classic NES like side-scrolling fighting games, but you put it in VR, so that's pretty fun. Then Thrill of the Fight. Which is a game, if you want to get an ass kicking just playing a VR game, play that. I am still hurting after playing that like 2 or 3 days.
Dude, I've gotten 1 day since I've got the Oculus, like 2 weeks, where I haven't played that game for 20 minutes.
It is a huge workout.
I love it.
I'm huffing and puffing after just a couple rounds. It's boxing. That's what it is.
I actually unlocked new people.
Oh yeah? You can unlock other stuff, huh?
Yeah, I've got 3 new people unlocked, and I haven't gone past those 3 because they were the 4-round fights. I'm just brutal.
So yeah, I've been playing that a little bit. What else have I been playing? I played that what was it, Echo, Josh? That free.
Yeah,
it's basically, if anyone out there knows Ender's Game, there's a game that they play in that, and it's that game.
It is that game.
They're floating around in an arena, and you're trying to get a ball into like a net of some virtual net, and you're kind of floating, flying around.
And you can hold on to people, and you can stun and freeze them. Everything that you can do in the training simulation in Ender's Game, you can do in that. And how did you find that game? Because I found it very disorienting.
I started playing standing up, and within 1 minute, I had to go sit down because my body actually felt like it was floating forwards.
Yes,
I had very disorienting.
I had to sit down too. I was playing it sitting down.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like maybe I could get used to it, especially because it's free, I guess. But I don't know. It was just okay.
There needs to be a really good space sim.
Dude, these bikes. Oh my gosh. What a success tonight is. Oh, I am so happy. Oof. If Hollow Point is available on Quest, I highly recommend it for a workout as well. More full body with dodging and archery. You have that for a while before you get your VR legs. Yeah, I mean, like, I've been playing VR for a long time because I have PSVR and I've played a lot of different games, including games where you float around, and there was just something about that game. I don't think I hit the floor quite as fast as Aaron did, but it got me very disoriented. I mostly play Beat Saber. I replayed the entire Beat Saber training thing. Campaign, because I felt like I just needed to get my rhythm back, and now I am going through every single song on every single pack and beating them all on expert. I am 3/4 of the way through all songs with an average score of S. I'm sad because my score of S on the PlayStation Network put me in the top 5,000 players, but a score of S on the Quest puts me in the top 20,000 players. So I just think there's a lot more players, with the exception of the Linkin Park pack, where I scored a B on an expert and was like top 3,000. So no one is playing Linkin Park.
That's not a shocker.
Shocker!
What a shocker!
You mean a band from a decade and a half ago?
It had like 2 albums and 4 songs.
I feel like they had more than. I feel like Linkin Park was a little bit
And they all
more
sound
popular
the
than
same.
that.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. They all just kind of sounded the same.
But I'm really happy to be back at Expert on it. And then I've been playing Pirate Trainer, which is a shooting game. And I've been playing, I forgot what it's called, but it's similar to Beat Saber except with guns. I can't remember what it's called. But it doesn't have any new music packs, which sucks. It's like Beat Saber got really popular, the shooting one didn't. But the shooting one's actually pretty fun.
Is it Super Hot?
No.
It's the other one.
It's like Azacan. I don't know. I do know that it's Skeleton Horde time.
Skeleton Horde.
I'm cleaning mold lines off a Melt-A-Bomb.
Fun.
Oh yeah, tons of fun.
I did buy those brushes that you recommended.
The sacks, okay.
So those should be... Oh, there's way too much paint on my brush. So those should be arriving soon, which I'm
If
very
anyone
excited about.
wants good, cheap brushes, Sam Lentz taught me that Saks Golden Taklon brushes, they're pretty darn cheap, and you might as well get the big bristle like number 2s and number 4s. I use them all the time. They're only a couple bucks a brush, and they last every bit as long as a really expensive one. I love them. Well, since it's so cheap, you can just like use it, and then if it starts not looking good, just go ahead and grab another one.
Yeah, I ordered a couple packs of those. Those should be here soon. I also really liked Josh's. I've been editing a lot of painting tutorials from Josh. Which Josh, my only comment is you need to let people see what you're painting.
I told you I need to get the tripod.
Well, tripod or no tripod, you still need to let people see what you're painting.
Fair enough.
That's just what I'm gonna say. But your brushes looked really comfortable.
Yeah,
I don't know what they were. They have like a bulbous
triangle. They're like
triangle thing, like a quarter of the way up. What are those brushes?
Like the triangle ones.
I don't know.
No, not like the army painter where the whole handle is a triangle.
Oh, okay.
Pirate Trainer Space Invaders VR, it very much so is. I agree.
Yeah, it's like a shmup in VR.
Yeah. But one of my favorite things about Pirate Trainer is that when you take your handles and you put it over your shoulder and you can change right from like the shield to the gun. I really like that. It's a lot of fun. So what are they, Josh? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I don't know. I don't have them on hand.
Okay. Well, link it in the Discord sometime.
Okay, I will.
Oh man. What a happy day.
It's so happy.
This yellow has brought me great joy.
Oh, go ahead.
Just contrast in general. So everything that GW has done other than contrast has made you salty, but you do love your contrast, Josh.
I do love my contrast. I feel like 2020 is a bad year for GW. 2019 was a good year.
I think that's just true across the board. Like,
pretty much.
Yeah, but it's self-inflicted as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, self-inflicted. I hear you, man.
So, yeah, sorry, dude.
Yeah, but we're gonna be starting a new series because we're getting pretty close to the end here. We only have about 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna do the final check-in here. But I just want to talk about we are starting Marvel Mondays. Don't know if Big Aaron and Sean, if you guys are gonna participate, you're welcome to. Obviously, if you want to. But every Monday for at least the rest of the year, for a couple months, we are gonna be posting a video about Marvel Crisis Protocol. We already have 5 weeks of videos edited and uploaded and ready to go. So we have 2 battle reports. Okay, so we have 4 more weeks because I already posted one, and then one's going to go up tomorrow. So we have 2 battle reports. We have 4 painting tutorials. We got a bunch of unboxings. Then Josh and I have a new project that we're starting, which is really, really cool. It's super awesome. Josh came up with this really fun idea to make a display case / bookshelf so that you can literally just take your display off your bookshelf in your house and take it to the store, and everything's going to be magnetized, and it's going to be display case. It's going to be really awesome. And the way that we've decided to go about doing these videos is literally from concept through ending. So what we filmed just before, I have not tried TTS VR. What we filmed just before we went live is Josh and I sitting down on Zoom doing the concept art of how we're going to actually make this thing. The next video is going to be me prototyping it in Illustrator and then laser cutting the first box, and then Josh and I will go back to that and we'll make our modifications, and we will just do a whole however many episodes it takes to get to the final product, which will be a custom display / bookshelf / carrying tray, right?
// You let the cat out of the bag, bro.
I didn't know that it was a secret.
Ain't now.
Nope.
Especially these blabbermouths that we got here.
I know. Why
Chatty Cathy. Thank goodness Paul
is gone.
Went to bed. Yeah, or else like he'd have Miranda on speed dial. Like, did you hear? She'd be like, yeah, those suckers pulled me into a Discord chat the other night.
We did.
While I was spending time with my family.
We did. It was just a fake.
You did.
It was just a fake emergency.
Oh yeah, just a fake emergency.
I said it was a fake emergency. I told her it was a fake emergency.
After she got on.
No, not after she got on. It was in the message. I said this is definitely not a fake emergency. Was my message.
Yeah. Not a fake emergency. Meaning that it is an emergency.
I typed emergency, get on Zoom. Then immediately I typed definitely not a fake emergency, smiley face. You guys tell me how to figure that out. All right, you're going to do Star Wars Legion stuff. Well, I mean, I want to. I love Star Wars Legion. I have an entire army right there, back behind me. And of course, you know, the Star Wars and the X-Wing is being moved to Atomic Mass Games, which is the producer of Marvel Crisis Protocol. Maybe.
Didn't you just have a video about that?
I did. I just posted about that on today's vlog, which is that, we talked about it in the last live stream, so I don't want to cover it too much, but Fantasy Flight Games, who's owned by Asmodee, who also owns Atomic Mass Games, has centralized all of the Star Wars stuff into Atomic Mass Games. It's essentially what's going on. Star Wars stuff.
Bev of board games.
Yes. That's the rationale. It doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. We might be starting a X-Wing campaign. Well, we're definitely going to be starting an X-Wing campaign.
We're
definitely starting it. I don't know if we're necessarily going to be sharing it with everybody. Hopefully we will.
Oh, that's a real tease.
Well, we got to see how it goes. We got to see how it goes, right? We got to see how it goes. Right. Well, okay, we are in the last minute and a half, so final check-in. I'll go first, just really easy. Yellow's looking great. I'm really happy about it. Got that done in all the vehicles and the ATVs. Got 3 guys their base coat of Skeleton Horde down, so we are well on our way to getting all of these bikes done. Very happy with the paint scheme, and I think it's going to work excellent even for the bigger vehicles, although I probably need to order 2 more pots if I get in Yellow. I am going to switch it to full zoom mode And the first person on deck is Big Aaron.
I made little dudes.
Nice work.
So many.
So many little dudes.
Little dudes. Just little dudes
So
everywhere.
little dudes.
many. All right, who's below him? Below him is Josh.
I played so much Magic.
So
What-
much magic.
What deck? What deck's he playing?
I'm playing a blue, white, green deck.
The commander?
No, it's regular, but what it does is it just makes tons of little baby creatures that explode all over people's faces and kill them.
And Shizzle. I see you reaming a hole. You're over there reaming.
Now you gotta bang up stuff that goes on bases.
Absolutely. How's your progress?
Pretty good, pretty good. I got 20, 32 mils and 10 or so 40 mil bases.
Nice.
squared away. So next is going to be painting and applying some reddish dirt.
That's awesome, and I like your camera view. It's a great angle.
Really, because I fucked around with it a whole lot and I was not certain. So
No, I think it's awesome.
We will try to maintain that.
Fantastic. I wish it was easier for me to put you all on main screen. We'll have to figure that out one day.
I also wish it was easier for you to do that thing that you said.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us again on a Sunday evening. It is so much fun for us to see you. I hope that you are hobbying along with us because there's nothing like getting some hobby on in order to raise your spirits, especially when your yellow comes out right. Oh, let's see. Gamer Addict Frank, he has an update for us. Listening to you guys, I almost completed a unit of Legion Rebel Troopers. Okay, well, we're just all going to sit here quietly until you're done. So how long do you need? How long do you need? Another, 30 minutes? We'll just sit here. No, I'm just kidding, of course. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for participating along with us. We started doing this because we found that the motivation of each other was not only helpful to our mental health, it was also helpful to our hobby. So that is the point, to hobby and be happy. And as always, remember to check us out on YouTube where you are. You can check us out on Twitch. You can follow us on Facebook. You can become a patron on Patreon. And until next time,
See you on the table.
oh, I was hoping Josh would make me say table, but he didn't.
Table.
I was nice to you this time.